so rejecting this will walk out. But by rejecting this perfection of wisdom, these reject the all-knowledge of Buddhas and Lords, past, future and present. Not content with having vitiated merely their own continuities, so too these, as if all aflame, deter, dissuade, turn away others also, beings of less intelligence, seemingly less wisdom, merit and wholesome roots, endowed with but a little faith, affection, serenity, and desire to do, beginners, essentially unqualified, trying to take away even what little faith, affection, serenity and desire to do may be present. These bid one not to train in this, and finally declare this is not the Buddha's word. These first vitiate and estrange their own communities, and even those of others. Hereby these calumniate perfection of wisdom. To calumniate perfection of wisdom means to calumniate all knowledge, and hear of the past, future and present Buddhas. These cause themselves removal from the presence of the Buddhas and Lords, self-deprived of Dharma, self-expelled from Sangha. In each and every way these will be, of their own self, shut out from triple jewel. Such activities cut down the welfare and happiness of all beings, and these will collect karma conducive to the great hells. As these have raised such karma formations, these will be reborn in great hells, for many hundreds of years, many thousands of years, indeed for many hundreds of thousands of nayutas of kotis of eons. From one great hell these will pass on to another. After a long time this world of these is consumed by fire. Yet such as these are hurled into the great hells in another world system, and again these pass on from great hell to great hell. When also such as this world is consumed by fire, yet still these are hurled into the great hells in another world system, here still these pass on from great hell to great hell. When also this world is consumed by fire, this karma of one such as these is still unexhausted, still has some residue of efficacy, and, deceasing now here, these are still reborn in great hells and experience great sufferings in these, until the time when yet even this world is once more consumed by fire. These still as even unto our own selves, as we see, experience a karma which involves many painful feelings. And why? Because their teachings are so misleading. Sariputra, does not even the effect of the 5 deadly sins bear no proportion to this misconduct of mind and speech? The Lord, it does not. All these ones opposing perfection of wisdom and dissuading others from it are beings like unto ones by and to whom are not granted any vision. How can any become intimate with these? How can any gain wealth, honor, position? As a matter of fact, regard these as defamers of Dharma, as mere rubbish, as pitchguards, as mere vipers. These are beings breeding misfortune, these ruin anyone listening. Regard these seeking to defame perfection of wisdom as beings which seek to defame Dharma. Sariputra, the Lord has not told us about the length of time such a person must spend in the great hells. The Lord, leave that alone, Sariputra. If this were announced, anyone hearing it needs to beware lest hot blood spurt from their mouths, lest any incur death or deathly pain, lest harsh oppression weigh any down, lest the dart of grief enter their hearts, lest any drop down with a big fall, lest any shrivel up and wither away, lest any be overpowered by great fright. So, the Lord refused to answer the Venerable Sariputra's question. For a second time, for a third time the Venerable Sariputra spoke thus to the Lord, Tell me, O Lord, the length of such a person's sojourn in hell, as a guidance for future generations. The Lord, because one has brought about, accumulated, piled up and collected this karma of mind and speech, one must sojourn for a long while in the great hells. Just so much guidance will be given to future generations, so one will, in consequence of the unwholesome karma formations of this misconduct of speech and mind, experience pain for just so long. The mere announcement of the measureless magnitude of one's pain will be a sufficient anxiety to virtuous sons and daughters of good family. The mere announcement will turn any of these away from activities conducive to the ruin of Dharma, so even now these cause formations of merit, and these ones will not reject the good Dharma, even to save their lives, for these do not wish to meet with such pains. Subhuti, such a person needs become well restrained in the deeds of one's body, speech or mind. For so great a heap of demerit is begotten by such false teaching. Which, O Lord, is the deed, or are the deeds begetting so great a heap of demerit? The Lord, such false teachings do. Just here are deluded beings, persons who, having left the world for the well-taught Dharma Vinaya, decide to defame, to reject, to oppose this perfection of wisdom. But to oppose the perfection of wisdom is to oppose the enlightenment of Buddhas and Lords. And this means one opposes such all knowledge of Buddhas and Lords in this past, future, and present. To oppose all knowledge means to oppose Dharma. To oppose Dharma means to oppose the community of disciples of Tathagatas. And as one opposes also the community of disciples of Tathagatas, such a one is shut out in each and every way from the triple jewel. One is acquiring an unwholesome karma formation which cannot be equaled, for such is immeasurable and incalculable. Subhuti, for what reason do these lack faith, and oppose this perfection of wisdom? The Lord, such as these are beset by Mara. One's karma is conducive to weakness in wisdom, and so one has no faith or serene confidence in profound Dharma. Endowed with those two evil dharmas, one opposes this perfection of wisdom. Moreover, Subhuti, this person will be one who is in the hands of friends which are other than good, or may be one who has not yet practiced, or one who has settled down in the skandhas and determined a basis for things, or one who exalts oneself and deprecates others, looking out for faults. Endowed also with these four attributes is this person believing this perfection of wisdom needs opposition whenever and wherever this is being taught. End chapter 7.